Good evening, everyone. This is meteorologist Shane Hinton hopping on to our digital platforms to give you an update on the winter weather we're tracking across central Texas. The time is 11:20 on your Sunday evening, and we already are seeing some reports of wintry weather across the area. In fact, we've been tracking some very light reports over the past couple of hours, but now we're finally starting to see it on the radar, meaning it's a little bit more significant for us. This is the radar over the past couple of hours. You can see that as we zoom in a little closer here, it's mostly being picked up on radar in Caldwell County. You can see the areas of purple indicating a mix. This would be maybe between some freezing rain, between freezing rain and snow. I have seen some reports of flurries as high north as Williamson County. Now, as you make your way a little bit further to the south, you can see the pink. That's more indicating more along the lines of freezing rain. Can't even rule out maybe some sleet in the area. Here's a live look in Williamson County from Round Rock in our Kalahari Resorts and Conventions camera. You can see very finely here some of the ice crystals. I think this actually developed from a little bit of the freezing drizzle that we were seeing a little bit earlier this evening. Temperatures bone-chillingly cold in the teens. We're talking 15 degrees in Lago Vista, 18 degrees in Austin, 16 if you're currently in Round Rock, 19 out in Cedar Creek. Zoom out even further, you can see most of us are sitting in the teens. We've got 20s in LaGrange and down in San Marcos. Now the winds, they are continuing to blow in from the north now. They're even breezier out in San Marcos, just shy of 30-mile-per-hour gusts. The numbers in white indicating your sustained winds, number in gold indicating the gusts. Now, as you can see, the gustiest conditions are along and east of I-35, and that means that's where we're getting quite a bit of a significant wind chill. In fact, area-wide, it feels like it's in the single digits right now. If you're currently out there in Georgetown, it feels like it's 3 degrees. If you're in Austin, it feels like it's 7. It feels like it's 4 in Fredericksburg. Now, it's because of the potential for ice accumulation that we have the winter weather advisory currently in effect for all of central Texas. This runs until noon on Monday, and that's because we could see accumulation up to 1/10 of an inch. If for some reason these ice totals were to go up, then we would see the winter weather advisory upgraded. But right now and over the past really few days, the model trends have been hinting towards a few hundredths of an inch to a few tenths of an inch. So let's take a look at the future cast together. As we go through the overnight period, that coverage grows more scattered. Still, we're seeing the trend of areas being favored along and east of I-35, which means we'll have to keep a very close eye on the I-35 corridor for the morning commute tomorrow, which we will be doing so on KVUE Daybreak starting at 4:30 in the morning. This is a look at what 8 o'clock in the morning could look like. Not too much activity expected out there in the hill country. You can see it's still fairly scattered along and east of I-35. By around lunchtime, we see that activity mostly push out toward the east, maybe a few lingering bits of freezing rain, maybe even some sleet in there. For the most part, we'll be drying out as we head into the daytime hours or the back half of the afternoon. Now, in addition to the ice potential, we are going to be tracking dangerously cold wind chill values. Now, wind chill value is the same as saying feels like temperatures. You hear them interchangeably. We can see feels like temperatures as low as 0 degrees. In fact, some high-resolution forecast models have indicated sub-zero or below zero feels like temperatures. This would favor areas along and west of I-35. This advisory runs until 10 o'clock Wednesday morning, the same time frame as our hard freeze warning. This means we could see widespread temperatures in the teens and lower 20s. I mean, that's what we're seeing right now, right? That's why it's already in effect, and it goes until 10 a.m. Wednesday. Let's take a look at the potential for ice accumulation. This is one of our high-resolution forecast model runs. Once again, you're seeing a few hundredths of an inch on your screen right now. The areas along the I-35 corridor, you're seeing a few darker shades of pink. That would be hinting at more of a 1/10 of an inch total, maybe even some isolated, and I do stress the word isolated, areas that get over a 1/10 of an inch. That's very far few between, okay? In regard to our temperatures, we drop down into the teens and lower 20s tonight. We're already seeing that, right? As we make our way into tomorrow afternoon, don't expect to get above freezing. We could have a couple of places, maybe if you're lucky, reach 32 degrees, but overall it's going to be a cold, cloudy, and windy day. Gusts up to 30 miles per hour will be possible, and it's because of those gusts that our wind chill values are going to stay on the lower end. As we leap forward into Monday morning. This is 9:30 in the morning, feeling like it's in the single digits and lower teens still. As we leap forward all the way into Tuesday morning, I think this is when our coldest feels like temperatures will be in the area. Maybe earlier this evening we were seeing 1 degree feels like temperatures in Fredericksburg. Now, if it does drop below 0, then it gets upgraded to a wind chill warning. Possibly right now, keep in mind it is a wind chill advisory until 10 o'clock Wednesday. Now, it's Wednesday when we could see our temperatures finally reach above freezing. I do have a forecast of 33 on Tuesday. Yes, that's above freezing. However, that 33 degrees is in Austin, and it is very possible that it could only reach above freezing for maybe an hour or two. The good news is we do get more sunshine on Tuesday, but Wednesday we're confident that it will be above freezing for the entire viewing area. Now, keep in mind, we reached freezing at the Camp Mabry climate site at least at 2:51 this morning. This is when I think the Tuesday afternoon period is when we could finally break above freezing for Austin, but not for everyone. You'll notice that as we make our way into Thursday, we jump up to the upper 60s. This is going to be ahead of our next cold front. Unfortunately, it is going to knock us back down into the 40s. But let's be honest, if you step outside right now, 40s would be a refreshing change of pace based off of how cold it is now. So this cold front, not as strong as the one that has moved through earlier this weekend. And it is worth noting that right now, this cold front is trending on the drier side. I do have rain chances in the forecast, but those don't arrive until Sunday. That will be a fairly cloudy and cold day for us, rather. Now, we are going to continue to monitor all the updates with the weather conditions overnight and through the morning. Stick with KVUE for the absolute latest. We'll keep you posted on air, online, on KVUE Plus. You can also download the KVUE News app, and that will be able to alert you if any warnings are issued for your area, or if we have any changes. You can stream our forecasts through that app as well. It's free to download in the App Store if you'd like to do so. Until we see you again, please stay safe, stay warm, and we will be with you as we ride out this winter weather event for Central Texas.